Here we are on the last day of November, which means tomorrow, Friday, is December 1st, which means tomorrow starts the first month where we won't have a complete month of Naruto because the series is, we're down to the last 12 episodes. We're getting down to the wire here. It's time to start thinking about what's happening next. And I may have mentioned it here, I've mentioned it at various places, but I'm just going to reiterate at this point. What I'm going to be doing is I will be taking a break. Next summer, it could be May, it could be June, it could be July. I'm not sure exactly when. I'll be starting the sequel series. And once I start it, about a month later, it'll start hitting YouTube. In the sequel series, I think this has 500 episodes. Now I'm going to have to subtract the filler and come up with the total number of episodes it'll be. And maybe what I'll do is, like, say there's 420 episodes and there's 80 that are filler. So if it's 420 episodes, if it's that large of a number, if it's 400 or more, I'll probably do 2 episodes a day. And that way, like, we can just get to things faster. And of course, there'll be early access if you want even more, right? So, for reference, the way I ended up early access here, October 23rd, people had access to the rest of the series, and the series isn't going to finish here on YouTube until December 15th or so. So basically, 2 months. You ended up being 2 months ahead. It got a little bit further ahead every week. But anyway, that's the plan. So, it's a flexible plan. I don't have like hardcore ironclad plans because no plan survives contact with the enemy. The tentative plan is what I'm going to do is I'll sometime between May and July I'll start recording and then hit YouTube after that, right? But before then, in January I'm going to rewatch this entire series from the beginning, the whole thing, skipping filler, of course. And I'm going to record some thoughts. It's like a little vlog. It may only be 2 minutes per episode, maybe 1 minute per episode. Some episodes I may have 10 minutes. It's not going to be any set thing. I'll record a vlog as I go. And then when I finish, depending on the length of this video, the final edit of it, how long it is, and maybe one video, I may break it up into several videos. And that'll be kind of like, not really a series retrospective, but more of a just thoughts as I watch it the second time. The main purpose of watching it the second time will, I can focus. I won't be recording as I watch this time. I'm just going to be, at the end of every episode, I'll collect some thoughts. Ross McIntyre does this. He'll watch an entire season of The Flash, and after every episode, he'll record his thoughts. And then he'll watch another episode, record his thoughts, watch another episode, record his thoughts. When he gets to the end of the season, he puts it all together. I actually like that. I like that a lot. I enjoy that. I like, especially for a show like The Flash, I won't watch reactions to The Flash because it got so bad. But I do enjoy people talking about it, like a little 30, 40 hour long video where they talk about the season, so I'm not having to sit through every episode of a bad season, but it's interesting to hear what people think about it, right? This is not bad. I'm just saying, like, it'll be some fun extra content. It'll be a way for me to really make sure I've got this series down before I go into the second series. It's one of the reasons I'm waiting. Another reason I'm waiting is just, to get it up on, some way to get the dub with subtitles and all that stuff, because I'm doing the dub. And I'm not currently in a position to do that easily. I just think it'll be a more fun way, to rather, and it also helped me coalesce my thoughts after every episode than if I just sat there and rewatched it. So the thing is, people can benefit from this vlog, whether or not they will actually watch the vlog I do or not, because I'll have more concrete thoughts. I'll have coalesced thoughts. I'll know what I really think about the series. And as soon as I finish this, the hope is I'll probably go straight into recording. So I'm going to start this in January. I don't know how long it'll take. We're talking about, minus filler, we're probably talking about 130 episodes. So we're probably talking at least 40, maybe 50 hours of time. And I don't have a whole lot of time per week for something like this. So it could take me till May. But whenever it is I finish it, that's why I'm saying it's variable. It could be May, it could be June. When I finish this rewatch and have finished recording, maybe not necessarily editing, but have finished recording the vlog, I'll go ahead and go into the sequel series. So that's the plan. The other thing is speaking of retrospectives, I watched 2/3 of V and Fuso's Buffy retrospective. It just dropped today. This is October 12th, I'm recording this. It just dropped today, and it was awful. It was really bad. And this is somebody who maybe only watched the series once or twice and is just missing key components, really, it's really bad. It's embarrassingly bad. I love his content. When he's talking about Batman, there's nothing better than him. Like, he really knows what he's talking about when he's talking about Batman, and he does it like a day the series died. You know, like, there's no way you've watched all this stuff. I've watched Buffy 20 times. I've watched Buffy reactions another 40 times. I'm well versed on Buffy. I can pretty much lock, stock, and barrel, chapter and verse. I can discuss Buffy with anybody, anytime, anywhere, and know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm really, really well versed in that. I haunt the Reddits. You know, I used to be on message boards back when the show was coming out talking about Buffy. I am a Buffy expert. I'm an Angel expert. So I know what I'm talking about. He don't. So if I did a retrospective of Buffy, it'd be great. But like, it'd be like me trying to do a retrospective of Firefly, which I watched one time. And so I think that's where he's at, right? Like, you know, he's seen Buffy once or twice, and he has to put out a new video every month. He has to do a day the series died every month, and he's not well versed in all these series. It's impossible. He's got a continuing themed episode that's come out every month. So it's just sloppy, right? And so my point in that, when I was watching it, I was like, yeah, but I want to make sure my Naruto video is not sloppy. That's why I'm not going to do a retrospective of this series. It's going to be a vlog of watching it for the second time. I'm not going to say I'm an expert in this. I'm not going to give these definitive opinions. Season 4 sucked, you know? Season 4 was the worst season. And that crap, right? So my approach to it will be, it's just going to be like, you know, this is my second watch and these are my thoughts, rather than like a retrospective. But it made me think, though, watching that, it made me come back to this and think about, like, there's such a passionate fan base for this Naruto. And I think there's a couple people actually prefer the first series to the second series. Most people seem to prefer the second series. They say you just have to watch this series so then you can get to the good stuff, right? Get to the good stuff. I really enjoyed this series. Really, really enjoyed this series a lot. To find out there's something better containing most of these characters, we don't know who's going to live or die here at the end. I mean, they could kill Sasuke. I could see that happening. We don't know, but to me, like, you know, it's exciting, but I enjoyed this ride. And I'm going to enjoy rewatching it too. But like, there's a passionate fans, and so now that we're getting to the end of this series, I'm going to ask a question I asked very early on. What is the show about, summed up in one word? I don't know if I can sum it up in one word. I would say family. But what I really mean is two words. Found family. It's about found family. The found family. You know, Sasuke, Sakura, Sensei, Kabuto, and Naruto. Found family. Then you also have the found family of some of these other cells. Like, we've seen Choji die, and we've seen, you know, the guy with the dog, Kubi, whatever. Those two were close, and Shadow Guy was close to Choji and stuff. And so, found family, right? These people care about each other, even the bad guys. Not this latest group, but there was a previous group that were antagonists, at least. You know, there was the blonde chick, and then there was redheaded psycho Hulk boy, and whoever that third person was. They were kind of a found family. They cared about each other. So even the bad guys kind of had that vibe going. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, like, this show is about family. You know, you can talk about ninja stuff, and you can talk about ninja rules and all kinds of modes of combat. And you have 3 kinds of magic and blah, blah, blah. What really matters here is the found family and the feelings these people have for each other and how they grow and evolve and how they grow together and connect. Because episode 1 of this series, none of these people gave a shit about each other. Now we're at episode 124 and they care deeply. And people are dying to get Sasuke back. So, found family. That's right now, with the only 12 episodes left, that would be the 2 words I would use to sum up the entire series. Not ninja magic. That's the trappings. But what really matters is the family. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. This is episode 124. 3, 2, 1. Don't make me get drunk. Matter of fact, don't make me get crunk. Shit, I was drinking and I got the title. The Beast Within. I guess that's not too much of a spoiler compared to what we've seen in the past. Sometimes I'll go back and look at the titles later and be like, oh yeah, that would have been a spoiler. This ain't too bad, I guess. It could be anybody. It's probably Sasuke, but, you know, it could be anybody. Let me get crunk. This is so good. I love The Legend of Drunken Master. It's such a great movie. They did a sequel too, right? That was good too. The sequel was like 15, 20 years later, I think. Why are you being patient with this? You're evil. Be evil. He's going full roid rage. You better run, you little bitch. He don't care about you. Yeah, that's right. Did he say meow? Because that's hot if that's what he said. I seriously doubt it is what he said, but you know. Yeah, it's a red ball or a blue ball or whatever. Pill, I mean. Not blue ball, it's pill. You know, the Netflix description of this show calls it goofy. It says goofy, action, and I think fantasy or something else, right? This is not goofy, man. It's silly. There's a difference. Goofy is it feels derogatory to me. You know, silly does it. This is a silly show. I don't consider it goofy. I would never be derogatory towards this show. Like, it's sincere, man. And yeah, they'll go for the joke, but you also got to figure out the audience they're shooting for is, what, 12, 15? Yeah, that's right. He got your ass. Yeah. See, Ninja's about trickery and chicanery. That's how they get you. That's right, chump. Yeah. He's out. You just got knocked the F out. He's not going to fall for it a second time, dumbass. Every trick only works once. You're about to do it. I don't even get this sleepy until my fifth or sixth or 10th reaction. Just saying. You starting to black out? He's going to start throwing up. This is starting to drag. Can we get on with it? He's just. This guy's being a little too slow paced here. Why kill him? Just leave him behind. That's just bloodthirsty at this point. I don't know. It's like it feels like the villain would be like picking it up a little bit here. Of course, he wants to catch up to them to make sure the package gets delivered. So why is he wasting his time with the drunk dumbass? Just leave, man. You know what I'm saying? Just doesn't. I don't know. I'm not buying it. Meanwhile, don't get smug now. It reminds me of the demons on Supernatural. They talk shit until you're about to kill them, then they cry and beg for their lives. And the absolute second they sense weakness, they start talking shit again. Like this, like literally the second. They'll be crying, begging for their life, and all of a sudden it looks like you're weak. And they'll start just being smug and patronizing. Just immediately. It's hilarious. Like, it's one of the better things they've ever done in that show. It's just so funny. These villains remind me of that. Yeah, shit. Hopefully you're moving faster in the water than you are in ground, though. So hopefully you gained enough ground you can get the hell out of here. Yeah, doggy's so tired. Do something. It just feels like there should be more urgency here, man. I'm just saying. Dude, you can't kill an unconscious drunk man. You suck. He's supposed to be the best of the five. Like, come on, man. It is funny though. I wish this was paced better, but it is funny. I like the animation with him. You really feel like, yeah, what is going on? This is crazy. Yeah, just leave me alone, man. You could have just left. Like, why do you so badly want to kill him? That's right. Get the hell off me. Dumbass. Well, too late to do anything about it now. We don't care, man. Didn't we already had this conversation, right? I swear we had this conversation last episode. It's been a week since I saw the last episode. I mean, I rewatched the last 10 minutes of the last episode, but I didn't rewatch the whole last episode. Yeah, sure. Remind me about Neji's dead ass. Dead ass. He was the Hulk. Yeah, right. I love the way this voiceover actor intones the words, right? He sounds like the guy who did Unsolved Mysteries. Or like, crossed with a sports announcer, right? Like Bob Costas hating on a pitcher, but cross it with the guy from Unsolved Mysteries. Or Howard Cosell. That's who he sounds like. That's who the hell they're doing. Howard Cosell. It's the top of the ninth inning. They're doing Howard Cosell. That's what the hell they're doing. He is Bruce Lee, and his sensei is Howard Cosell. I just realized. At least the American English version is. Yeah, bitch. But also unhinged. Oh well. Why haven't you left yet? You literally don't care about getting the package home, do you? You could run away and he would never catch you. I think it's about your ego. Like you can't. The running away would feel like you're bitching out. You can't do it. You can't run away from what you consider to be an inferior opponent. That's going to be your undoing. Yeah. Tear that ass up. You thought. Yep. Look at him, man. He's putting it on you. His drunk ass tearing you up. He's walking on his hands and you can't handle it. Bitch ass. You suck. You're the best of the five. Like, I'm disgusted. You don't even belong in the same field as him. Look at you. You can't lay a glove on him. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. He's behind you and kicking your ass. Well, he's got his back to you, is what I'm saying. Look at him. He's about to break your leg like a stale breadstick. Tear that ass up. Should have ran. Chump. You just got lit up like a candlestick. Boy, you better run on. Look, you got two choices. Stay here and get your ass kicked by an inferior drunk ass kid, or run like a little bitch. Those are your choices. Boy, what a predicament. We had a saying when I was growing up. I see you and I wouldn't want to be you. You getting your ass tore up. You better break into the curse. This is humiliating, man. Humiliating. I mean, it's cool, but you had to go to this to defeat a drunk boy. That's disgusting. Not the clone, Brett. Nope. You look badass. Yeah, you're annoying me with you kicking my ass. He's been beating you like a redheaded stepchild. That's right. Oh, now we care about underage children stuff, huh? What about the child soldiers? Are they supposed to participate in child murder and child soldiers? Huh? Don't get on your high horse now. Oh shit! You cut me. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But see, now I'm mad. I don't bleed for no one. Hey, nice little transition there. A little bit more body fluids than we're looking for in an average day, but okay. Just choke her out. I know she's went second level, but she don't have a third level. Hey, watch it when your shadow gets my breast. I'm just saying. Unwanted touch. Choke her out. The strategy is choke her out. Easier said than done, I know. She's strong as hell. Well, shit. Guess you came along pretty fast, didn't you? I saw the movie Smile. This is reminding me of the movie Smile, and I don't like that because that was a scary movie. Should have kept floating, dude. Floating doesn't require effort. Yeah, look at his nose. He was saying it was affecting his wound somehow. I don't really know what that means. Maybe the blood was coming out faster than if you were out of the water. I don't know, but you should have risked it because at least you can move in the water, even if it's slow. Are more people coming here? Is that what we're seeing? Because I don't. That's the second time they've gone to the shadows in the woods. I don't know if it's cavalry or it's the bad guys. There may be a cavalry showing up. It's too early for you to have a hangover. Did you just come out of being blackout drunk? Idiot. I guess he sobered up. I don't think any of the writers have ever been within the same time zone of alcohol because they don't know how it works. Yeah, quit using your $5 words. I'm not impressed. Sounds disgusting and also sounds like Attack on Titan. Disgusting. Yeah, it's the sound design for me. Absolutely disgusting. I'm going to break it all. They call me Bone Breaker. You thought the BB stood for Bushy Brow, but it really stands for Bone Breaker. Yeah, probably Demon Bones. eh, don't dance without music. It's unbecoming. Ah, shit. He's finally laying a glove on him. See, you should have stayed drunk. That's pretty much my philosophy in life anyway. This is none of those fights. It feels like the third Hokage fight. Like, we're going back to it too much with nothing happening. Something effing happened here. They could have cut out 2 or 3 times where they came back to this, and if this is a time where something happens, just do this, right? I like his shadow powers. Yeah, we remember. Thank you. We saw that episode. I guess that's his point. Yeah. Although we got the cavalry coming. Yeah, we didn't need that flashback at all. It feels like you're trying to pad this episode out. He's not so foolish to leave a puddle of water trail directly to his ass, so he's doing a little bit more than that, I think. This is to a trap. Coming to my parlor. It's a trap. Look at his eye looking around. Where is he? I mean, yeah, I figured he did a little more than that. I don't know how much more. Yeah, so stop talking. Ah, shit. Yep. Two pronged attack. Oh, shit. That's brilliant. Yeah, that's brilliant. That's really smart. I really thought he's gonna live, man. You're not. You're not supposed to. Oh, you're finally gonna leave, huh? Should have done that 10 minutes ago. This dude don't quit, man. It's always been your role, and see, he's an idiot for falling for that. He should have left immediately. Ah, shit. Again? Yeah. Dude, you're going right back to the well, man. There's always going to be another, we have to have this, right? He'd have been better off just staying, not healed. But hey, you gotta have it. Well, that didn't work. Should have done been over. Everybody's darkest before the dawn right now. Won't you bite her nose? That'll distract her. Yeah, I hate it when they gloat. Hate it. F you. At least my dog can get away. He smells somebody else coming, I bet. Yep, darkest before the dawn ass. Yeah, we get it, Beth. Place cliffhanger here. Oh shit. The cavalry. The cavalry showed up. Finally caught up. It's about goddamn time. Who is it, man? Just show it. You holding out. What are you lost? Holding out the face reveal to the last second? Wait, is that sand? Is it from the sand village? Oh shit! Unbelievable. Now this I did not see coming. Holy shit! Now that's crazy. That's crazy. That's amazing. They have such great Calvary cliffhangers. You get a reveal of somebody. I've always been a sucker for this. This and Buffy, all the great shows. Stargate SG-1. Somebody comes in to save the day at the last minute. I'm a little emotional now because it ties into all the other great stuff I've watched, right? But also, I like Dog Boy, and I didn't want him to die, and I really thought he was going to. So I think that's probably why it's hitting me. Bushy brow Lee. I'm not emotionally invested in him. I like him. I admire him. I think the proper word here is admire. I admire him. It's foolish to risk your body, especially when you're talking about like last time you didn't regret it, but like you didn't like where you ended up because you did it, and now you're doing it again. But we get why he does it. I'm not saying he's a moron because he's not. It's foolish. There's a difference between being foolish and being stupid. He's not being stupid. He's making an informed choice. It's foolish, but it's for a good cause, right? So, but I'm not emotionally invested in him. And also like Shadow Guy, I'm not super emotionally invested in him, although I do really like him. So I don't want him to die either. So I love the cavalry coming, but I did not think it was going to be these people. What the hell? Like, that's crazy. Why are they suddenly on our side? So that's going to be interesting to hear that explanation. But I will say though, the pacing for most of this episode was garbage. Like, there's 5 minutes happened in the 20 minutes of this episode. Everything else didn't matter. You're just dribbling the ball. It's like, the team has a ball and they have a 10-point lead and they're just going to sit there and dribble for the first 20 seconds before they try to take a shot. That's this entire episode. The pacing's horrible. You're wasting our time. You just want to get to the reveal at the end. So, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, there had to have been a way to, whatever's going to happen with Naruto and Sasuke, maybe you could have made whatever's going to happen there most of this episode. We can do that and come in the last few minutes of this episode and get this achieve the exact same result without we feel like we're wasting our time. So I don't know, man.